Namaste. Swadika. Salam alaikum. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's such an honor to be here with you tonight. I want to thank Brenda Ortelli of the Northwest Tampa Optimist Club for all her support and faith. Tonight, I'm going to be talking to you about how my optimism has helped me overcome my obstacles. A common terminology for my kind? Army brat. 5 schools and 3 countries in 10 years. So many new friends that I barely have time to memorize one set of names before I have to learn another. A parent who's traveling as often as he's home. So birthdays and holidays are celebrated by Skype as often as they are in person. I actually wouldn't want to count how many of those special days my father has missed, and on which I've missed him. And this year is no different. He won't be here when I turn sweet 16, or when I start driving. Now, that may not be a bad thing, depending on your point of view. Riding shotgun with a first-time teenage driver is probably terrifying, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's secretly a little relieved to be missing out on this adventure. This is a silver lining I have created. This is optimism, an attitude I have chosen to adopt because of the world in which I've grown up. Adults and kids telling me how exciting it must be to move so much and see so many interesting places. They don't think about how hard it is to walk into a lunchroom and not know a single person, to have no idea where to sit, or if anyone will even make a space for you, to start over again and again. Sometimes, when we're getting ready to move, I just want to scream, "No more!" But one thing always gets me through: optimism. My belief that tomorrow will be challenging, but worthwhile, that I can do it. And this attitude has made all the difference. But now, my optimism is being put to its most extreme test. My father has left for his 3rd deployment to Afghanistan. The first 2 times, I was younger, not really worried because I thought he worked in an office. My idea of war was not fully mature. This time, everything was different. I finally understand what's at stake. My father could die. At first, I was so angry. Superficial bitterness masking uncertainty, insecurity, and worry. They burrowed inside, corrupting every moment with notions of the unthinkable, yet tragically possible. But I refuse to spend the next year in this downward spiral. So I'll turn back to what has always helped me in the past, my optimistic attitude. And with this curative, I am unstoppable. His vacancy is a deep wound, but optimism pushes me far past the pain. My mom can take me on my first drive, so you can feel like he's there with me. What matters more is I'll get to share this experience with my dad when he comes home. And by then, I'll practically be NASCAR material. You know, millions of species abandon their offspring before they are born. This is because their children are born with an instinct of how to survive. Humans raise our young for years, equipping them with the knowledge necessary to be independent. Now, it feels like the army is forcing my dad to throw me in the water to teach me how to swim. Of course I have people here, all of them willing to guide me. But it's just not the same without my dad here to help. I'm his baby girl. But through his absence, he's letting me find independence early. He's letting me learn to teach myself. He can't always be my rock. So now I'm learning to be a rock for others. I've had to find a silver lining in the darkest clouds. Standing on my own so often has made me able to help friends facing their own troubles. Helping others survive their storms is easily as rewarding as enduring my own. My father may not be here right now, but that doesn't mean he's gone. If I feel nervous, I can always hear his voice telling me to stand up and tough it out. Sometimes, I hear his words in the soothing tones of a storyteller, and other times in the harsh shouts of a drill sergeant. But the effect is always the same, that I can succeed. I can do this. Sure, I wish my dad were here today, but I'm awfully proud of why he's gone and what he's doing. I'm just going to try my best to make sure he's just as proud of me and what I've done when he comes home. I want him to look at me, and I want him to say, I couldn't be more proud of you. And through my hard work, refusal to bow to sadness or strife, and growing independence, I know he will. No matter what happens, though, I plan to drive him back from the airport. He's not getting out of that one so easily.